What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Brian Mello with Marty Chevrolet, and in today's video, we're going to take a peek at this brand new 2025 Chevy Traverse LT. So let's get into it. All right, so today we're talking 2025 Chevy Traverse LT, Summit White exterior, jet black interior, and an under $50,000 MSRP. Now, if you're new to my channel, what I'm going to do is a quick walk around the exterior of this vehicle, show you some of the highlighted features there. Once we're done with that, I'm going to put the window sticker up on the screen so you can take a closer look, and then we'll go over the interior as well. I do always like to kick things off with the key fob. So you can see here we've got, if it focuses, we've got our lock, we've got our unlock, we've got our remote start, raise or lower the lift gate, panic button, and then we've got our Chevy bow tie there on the back. Go ahead and put that back in my pocket. First thing we have to talk about, of course, is this revised front end. I absolutely love what Chevrolet did with this. It reminds me basically of just a smaller Tahoe, as opposed to kind of looking like its own thing. They're really making the brand cohesive, like a really cohesive look across the whole lineup. I think it's a smart move, and I think this is a phenomenal decision. Looks really good. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Of course, up top, we've got our LED day running lights. Headlights are down low. Further down, you can see we've got our front parking sensors. We've got the blacked out lower valance, and then we've got the blacked out grille with the chrome accents. And then if we look underneath the bow tie here, you can see the front camera. And I'll show you how that works once we get inside the vehicle. I'm gonna give you a little 3/4 view, and then I'm gonna bring you up close to check out these new wheels. Big fan of the blacked out with the machine look. So this is a 20-inch wheel. It's wrapped in a 255 R20 Continental tire. If you know anything about tires, Continental is a phenomenal brand, arguably the best. Really nice, smooth, quiet ride. A lot of people forget they forget to think about the tires when they're shopping for a new vehicle, or even a bigger deal when you're shopping for a used vehicle. No matter what you're buying, make sure you take a good look at the tires, know what you're getting. Little side profile. Of course, we do have keyless entry. You always know if you go up, you can see the button right here on the door handle. We've got the blacked out mirrors, turn signals integrated, and yes, that's another camera. It's 2025. You can never have too many cameras. At least that's what I'm told. Going around the back of the Traverse, you can see the new taillight design. I like the way that they kind of extended the taillights, stretches across the entire back, goes into this black bar. Down low, you can see we've got rear backup sensors. You've got the quad exit exhaust, very similar to the Tahoe. You've also got a rear backup camera and a little squirter to keep that camera clean. Rear wiper, and then your LED third brake light. Let's go ahead and open her up. So on the key fob, we're just going to give that 2 taps. Up she goes. Inside, you can see we've got our floor mats. Those are all wrapped up. Try to keep those clean. That way when people take test drives, they don't get ruined. You've got the power outlet in the back in case you're maybe at a kid's sporting event. You want to be able to sit back here and plug something in. You've got some hooks for some tie-down positions. And then you've got this bar. You can put a crossbar in if you want to put like a cargo net or something like that across the back. You can do so as well. And I'll show you, you can fold the seats back if you need even more space. Super, super easy. I'm going to go ahead and use this button right here to drop the lift gate. Of course, you could use the key fob as well. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put the window sticker up on the screen right now. If you're on a smartphone, of course, you can do a screenshot. If you're on a computer, you can hit print screen. I'm not going to go over everything, but really quick, obviously 2025 Traverse LT front-wheel drive, Summit White, jet black, 2.5-liter turbocharged engine. That's matched up to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Standard vehicle price is $40,600, but we added a few things to this. You can see the advanced driving package, that's Super Cruise. You can see the Sun and Wheel package, the driver confidence package. We've got the floor liner package. All said and done, you're looking at a total MSRP of $49,280, and I think this is the right spec. Once you see, we'll get inside, you'll see all the stuff that you got for that extra money. When it comes to fuel economy, you're looking at 20 city, 27 highway for a combined of 23. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that on the screen for another minute. And I'm gonna take it down in 3, 2, 1. All right, let's take a look inside the back. I'm gonna stand back so you can see the door first. Always forget the door, somebody always yells at me. There's your door. You can notice, if I can get out of the sun, the Bose audio in here. You've got your captain's chairs in the back. Of course, they have armrests. I like the way that this looks. There's a look at your third row. Obviously up top, you've got that big panoramic glass roof, part of the option package that we added on. You can also see in the back, we've got 2 USB-C ports, power outlet, and of course your rear HVAC controls. You've also got mat pockets on the back of both seats, and you've got the all-weather floor liners. All right, let's take a look up front. It's what most people want to see anyway. This is my favorite part. All right, so lots to talk about in here. I'm going to start from the left side of the Traverse and work my way to the right. If you have any questions at the end, sometimes I try my best to answer all the questions. I get a lot of emails as well. But if you have questions, leave them in the comments down below, and I will try to get to those as soon as I can. So over on the left, we've got our power windows, power mirror controls, power door locks, of course. And then here on the dash, hopefully I can get that to focus in, we've got our electronic parking brake, our mode selector, auto start and stop. You can disable that, thank God. And then we've got our gauge cluster brightness. Up on the steering wheel, we've got our cruise controls, forward collision, and then we've got our Super Cruise. You'll always know if you're shopping for a GM vehicle, if it has Super Cruise, you'll see this little guy right here, and this section in the steering wheel is an LED light in that. You'll know when it's activated. Right side, you can see we've got our heated steering wheel on. It's freezing out. And then this button right here will change the display on your gauge cluster. I love this. I'm going to show you my favorite layout. If I hit this, we're going to hit it. This one's probably the most common that people leave it on, but I like this one. You can actually bring your map display right here, so you're not having to look over at your giant, I mean, who doesn't want to look at it? It's a giant 17.7-inch full-color HD touch display. It's beautiful, but it is nice to be able to just keep your eyes a little bit better on the road by looking at this screen instead. Obviously, you've got AM, FM, XM, Sirius satellite radio, you've got Apple CarPlay, you've got Android Auto, you've got 5G LTE, Wi-Fi built in, you've got your giant map display. You can also split this display. If I hit this button here, that's going to split it, and you can customize this to your liking. One feature I like to show everyone, and it's surprising how many people don't know it does this. If you have something that you use a lot, if you tap and hold, you can actually move these icons around on your screen just like you could on a smartphone. So if there's something that you never use, you can slide it over and dump it on the other screen. This vehicle does have auto parking. If you need to use that, you can tap that button. It's going to show you how to line up your vehicle, and it will park for you. Come on, exit me out of here. Over here on the right, I do want to show you your cameras. There's a ton of stuff in here, obviously, as you can tell. I'm just going through a few things. I'm going to go in reverse, and I'm going to show you my favorite camera is this one right here. I call it the Curb Hunter camera. This allows you to get really tight, park real close to a curb without curbing your wheels. They're 20s, they're nice. You don't want to screw them up. So always something I recommend people to try out. You have all these different views, your standard views, your overhead views. You can see you do have your guidelines too as well if you're backing up. I'm going to go ahead and put this back in park. We could do a 20-minute video just on this system, and I don't want to do that, so we'll keep this short and sweet. You do have your My Chevrolet app you can connect to. You have your Google News. You have podcasts, you have everything. So down below, you do have your HVAC controls. Thankfully, GM, in their infinite wisdom, because a lot of car companies have gotten away from this, we do still have physical controls for HVAC. I'm a huge fan of still having a knob. I can just give it a quick turn and adjust my temperature. But you also have the options to use the touch display as well, you know, if I want to change my heated seats. Also, you can go into the climate control system and do it that way. I don't know how many people actually go in here and do it that way. It seems kind of redundant, but it's there if you want to use it. Down low, we've got our wireless charging, USB-C, USB port. We've got another power outlet. You've got your piano black center, cup holders, place to store some junk, console, so you can store even more junk. Plenty of places to store junk. You and I both know that's what's going to end up in there. They do give you a nice little rubberized thing in here so that stuff your junk doesn't slide all over the place. Big glove box. You've got a place to keep some sunglasses. They actually put a sunglasses icon now on it, because people used to not be sure what that was for. You've got your LED interior lighting, your OnStar buttons, and that, my friends, is the quick rundown, very quick rundown of this 2025 Chevy Traverse LT. The actual stock number on this one, if you end up going to the Marty Chevrolet website and you want to take a close look at it, look at all the stuff there, it is 225, I don't know if you guys can see that, 225-095, but I'll leave a link to it down below as well. As always, thanks for watching. Tried to keep this one short and sweet and to the point. If you like this video, if you got some value at it, if you could just do me a huge favor, just like the video, subscribe if you're feeling extra generous. It is the new year. Help me start it out in a good way. I don't want to get fired. Let me keep my job. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.